Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Yeah.
This time, we're going to be talking about the metaverse.
Metaverse.
But, and this is a big but.
A big but.
Not just for gaming.
Right.
We're going way beyond that today.
Way beyond.
And to help us unpack all this,
Yeah.
we've got two incredible sources, both from this year.
Okay.
One is from a metaverse development company.
Right.
And the other one focuses on blockchain solutions.
So kind of a two-sided look at how this is being used and implemented.
Exactly. We really wanted to make sure we were getting, kind of both sides of this.
Absolutely.
How are companies using this? How is this technology developing?
Right.
So our mission today is to cut through all the hype and really show how businesses are using the metaverse.
The metaverse.
Right now. Because it's not just something that's coming in the future.
Yeah.
This is happening.
It's here.
Today.
Yeah, it's here.
And I think you might be surprised to learn just how far it goes beyond just gaming.
Yeah, we're talking immersive experiences. We're talking groundbreaking collaborations. We're talking new ways to gather insights.
Yeah, and all of this is happening today.
Yeah.
Not in some distant future.
It's not science fiction anymore.
Right, exactly.
It's real.
So let's start by getting a handle on what the metaverse actually is.
Okay.
Both sources emphasize that it's much more than just strapping on a VR headset.
Yeah.
It's really about merging our physical and digital worlds in a way that creates entirely new possibilities.
Possibilities, yeah.
In fact, one of the articles even goes so far as to call it more than just a futuristic playground.
Powerful statement.
Yeah.
And what makes it so fascinating is this convergence of key technologies that are really driving this transformation. So we're talking about virtual reality, augmented reality, that provides that immersive element.
That's kind of the, what people think of first when they think of
what you see, right?
The metaverse.
Visual.
Yeah.
But then you've got blockchain, which is huge for ensuring the security and transparency of everything happening.
So important.
And then, of course, you can't forget AI.
Right.
AI is absolutely crucial.
So many things.
Creating those lifelike avatars, those experiences.
It's interesting. Our metaverse development source is really excited about how businesses are using this.
Yeah.
They actually highlight the fact that enterprise metaverse development is booming.
Booming.
Especially in the UAE.
Interesting.
Which I thought was kind of interesting. That's where a lot of the money and the investment is going.
Yeah. Makes sense when you think about what an enterprise metaverse can offer.
Yeah. What is that?
Basically, you can think of it as a company's own dedicated virtual office space.
Okay.
So this is a place where teams can come together from all over the world, collaborate, train, design products.
All without ever leaving their desks. Wow.
Yeah.
So both sources go into a lot of detail about the key technologies that are making all of this possible.
Yeah.
One of the big ones is extended reality, XR.
Extended reality, right?
Which covers everything from VR to AR.
To everything in between.
Yeah, and everything in between.
The applications are incredible.
Give me some examples.
So you could have, let's say, architects using VR to collaborate on building designs in 3D.
Oh, wow.
Or you could have technicians using AR to get real-time instructions overlaid onto equipment during remote maintenance tasks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing that both sources also stress is the importance of interoperability. Which basically means being able to move seamlessly between different metaverse platforms.
Right. You don't want to be stuck in one.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to be able to go back and forth.
And they even mention specific platforms like Microsoft Mesh and NVIDIA's Omniverse, which are working to make this a reality.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need those standards in place.
Right, exactly.
And of course, we can't forget about AI.
Right.
Our blockchain source really highlights how AI can be used to personalize those experiences.
Yeah.
Even create avatars that react to us in incredibly realistic ways.
It's crazy to think about.
Like, imagine attending a virtual conference where the avatars are actually holding conversations and asking questions.
Wow.
Like, it really blurs the line between the digital and the real.
It's wild.
It is wild.
It's amazing to think about how far this technology has already come.
Yeah.
But I think we need to move beyond just the tech talk.
Okay.
Let's dive into some real-world examples of how the metaverse is being used today.
Real-world examples.
And I'm not just talking about gaming.
No.
This goes way beyond that.
Way beyond.
So, first up, Product design and manufacturing.
Right.
Get this.
Okay.
Boeing is already using the metaverse
Boeing.
for collaborative design and pilot training. We're talking about designing airplanes.
Designing airplanes in a virtual world.
That's amazing. What's remarkable is the level of detail these virtual environments can achieve.
So they can actually,
Imagine engineers from all over the world working together on a 3D model of an airplane, testing different designs, different scenarios, before ever building a physical prototype.
Oh, wow.
The efficiency gains are enormous.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And it gets even wilder.
Okay.
The healthcare industry is also jumping in.
Healthcare.
Surgeons are using the metaverse to practice complex procedures in virtual operating rooms.
Oh, wow.
And doctors are conducting remote consultations via avatars.
So this is changing the face of healthcare as we know it.
It really is, and it makes you wonder, how does this impact patient care?
Absolutely. Imagine a surgeon practicing a delicate procedure countless times in a virtual operating room,
Right.
honing their skills, improving their precision before ever operating on a real patient.
Wow, that's incredible.
The potential benefits are huge.
Huge.
Okay, this next one blew my mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
Retail.
Okay.
Companies like IKEA are creating interactive showrooms in the metaverse.
IKEA.
So you can actually try before you buy furniture
Oh.
in a virtual replica of your own home.
So no more wondering if that sofa is going to fit through the doorway.
Right, or clash with your decor.
Exactly, you can see it right there.
And amazing.
It's a great example of how the metaverse can create truly personalized experiences.
Like, what else can you do with it?
Imagine walking through a virtual store that's curated to your tastes.
Oh, wow.
Products you're likely to be interested in.
Yeah.
It's like having a personal shopper in the digital world.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And it's not just about furniture.
No.
The metaverse is transforming how we experience everything from car launches to fashion shows.
Oh, wow.
Think about virtual events where you can interact with products. In ways you never thought possible.
That's powerful.
It is.
And businesses are using that interactivity to gather valuable data. Imagine tracking how users are interacting with products in a virtual showroom.
Yeah.
Feeding insights into their preferences.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Powerful stuff for marketing and product development.
So it's not just about, the fun stuff. It's about actually understanding your customers better.
Absolutely. Understanding your customer better.
But it's not just about retail and entertainment.
No.
We haven't even touched on how the metaverse is impacting supply chain management, urban planning.
Right.
Even the legal system.
That's right. And we're going to be exploring all of that and more as we continue our deep dive.
This is crazy.
Stay tuned.
I can't wait.
It's going to be good.
All right, we'll be right back. So before the break, we were getting into some of the more unexpected areas where the metaverse is really starting to make a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I get how it can revolutionize shopping or, even surgery.
Right.
But using it to build better cities?
Yeah.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It might sound surprising at first, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
What if city planners could test their ideas in a virtual world before breaking ground in the real one?
Right.
That's where the power of the metaverse really comes in.
So it's kind of like SimCity, but for real-life urban planning.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Our sources explain how the metaverse allows us to create incredibly detailed digital twins.
Digital twins?
Of entire cities.
Wow.
Architects and city planners can then use these digital twins to see how new buildings, roads, even parks will impact everything from traffic flow to energy consumption.
So instead of just guessing how a new highway will affect traffic, they can actually run simulations in the metaverse and see the results.
And see what happens.
Before making any decisions.
Before they break ground.
That's incredible.
And it goes beyond just efficiency.
Okay.
Imagine using these virtual cityscapes to design urban environments that are more sustainable, more resilient to things like climate change.
Yeah.
And ultimately just more livable for the people who call them home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one seems straight out of science fiction.
Okay.
Both sources talk about the rise of virtual courtrooms.
Virtual courtrooms.
Are we about to enter a world where Judge Dredd is a reality?
Well, maybe not quite that dramatic.
Okay.
But the potential impact of virtual courtrooms on the legal system is undeniable.
I can see that.
Think about it. What if people who couldn't physically travel to a courthouse could still participate in legal proceedings.
So someone in a remote village could testify in a trial happening hundreds of miles away.
Exactly.
That would be a huge step forward for access to justice.
Absolutely.
Right.
And virtual courtrooms could also streamline the entire legal process.
Oh, interesting.
Saving time and resources.
Okay.
Lawyers could present their arguments in a virtual courtroom.
Right.
Complete with avatars representing witnesses and judges.
Wow.
It could really revolutionize the way we think about law and justice.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, let's talk about something that's near and dear to my heart.
Right.
Fitness. Tell me that the metaverse can make working out more fun because I am so over my treadmill routine.
You are in luck.
Okay, good.
Our blockchain source describes how the metaverse is already transforming the fitness industry.
Right.
Think personalized virtual workouts.
Okay.
And classes.
Yeah.
Led by interactive instructors.
All right.
You could be doing yoga on a virtual mountaintop one day.
Wow.
And then sweating it out in a futuristic gym the next.
Okay.
All from the comfort of your own home.
I can definitely see the appeal of that.
Right.
No more crowded gym.
No more crowded gym.
Or fighting for a spot in a popular class.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And it goes beyond just convenience.
Okay.
These platforms can actually track your progress and provide personalized feedback.
Interesting.
Just like a real-life personal trainer.
Wow.
Plus, you can work out with friends.
Oh, cool.
Or join virtual fitness communities.
So you still get that social aspect.
You still get that social aspect.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From redesigning cities to revolutionizing fitness.
Yeah.
But both sources highlight another critical aspect of the metaverse.
Right.
Its ability to generate massive amounts of data.
Data.
What's the big deal with data in a virtual world?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Every interaction, every movement, every purchase in the metaverse creates data.
Right.
And for businesses, this data is a gold mine.
Okay.
It provides unprecedented insights into user behavior and preferences.
So it's like market research on steroids?
Exactly.
Wow.
Our metaverse development source emphasizes that this data requires specialized analytics tools.
Okay.
To make sense of it all.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But the payoff can be huge.
Like what?
Think about personalizing user experiences, optimizing workspaces, even measuring the return on investment of marketing campaigns.
Wow.
All thanks to the data generated in the metaverse.
That's incredible.
It is pretty amazing.
But if companies can track everything we do in the metaverse, doesn't that raise some serious privacy concerns?
You're right to be concerned.
It sounds a little Orwellian to me.
And our development source acknowledges these concerns.
Okay, good.
Emphasizing the importance of robust security measures like user authentication, data encryption,
right,
and clear regulations around data ownership.
So just like in the real world, we need to establish rules and safeguards to protect privacy in the metaverse.
Absolutely. Finding that balance between innovation and responsibility is going to be crucial as the metaverse continues to evolve.
Right.
And it's a conversation that needs to be happening right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All of this is incredibly exciting.
It is.
But it's also a little daunting.
A little bit.
It feels like we're on the cusp of something truly transformative.
Yeah.
And it's hard to wrap our heads around all of the potential implications.
It's a lot to take in, for sure.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the metaverse. It's full of potential. And we're only just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible.
Right.
But it's important to remember that the metaverse, just like any technology, can be used for good or for bad.
That brings us to another crucial question.
Yeah.
As the metaverse continues to expand, what are some of the potential downsides we need to be aware of?
Right.
Are there ethical considerations we should be thinking about as well?
Yeah, it really is a double-edged sword, isn't it?
It is.
We're talking about connecting with people, learning new things, even reshaping entire industries.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, there's that potential for misuse.
Absolutely.
Or even just unintended consequences.
Yeah, intended consequences, yeah.
You know, one of the things that worries me is the potential for the metaverse to exacerbate existing inequalities.
That's a big one.
You know, access to high-quality VR equipment.
Right.
And a reliable internet connection.
Yeah.
That's going to be essential for a truly immersive metaverse experience.
You got to have the infrastructure.
And not everyone has that access right now.
So we could end up in a situation where the benefits of the metaverse are only available to a select few.
Yeah.
And that just further widens the digital divide that already exists.
It's a very real concern.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for developers, policymakers, educators, to be thinking about accessibility and inclusivity from the very beginning.
It needs to be baked in.
It can't be an afterthought.
Right.
The metaverse should be a space where everyone has the opportunity to participate and benefit.
Yeah.
Regardless of their background or location.
Something else that comes to mind is the potential impact on our mental health.
Mental health, yeah.
And social interactions.
Right.
Spending too much time in a virtual world.
Yeah.
I mean, that could lead to feelings of isolation, maybe even addiction.
It's possible.
And it could also blur the lines between reality and fantasy.
Reality and fantasy.
In ways that could be harmful.
Yeah.
Both sources talk about this need for clear regulations. And ethical guidelines.
Ethical guidelines.
For the metaverse.
It's like we're building a brand new society from scratch.
Right.
We need to make sure we're building it on a solid foundation.
We need to get it right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like the Wild West out there right now.
It is a lot of uncharted territory.
But instead of just reacting to problems as they arise, it seems like we have this opportunity to be proactive.
Absolutely.
And shape the metaverse into something positive.
I completely agree. And that's what makes this whole conversation so exciting.
It is exciting.
We have the chance to learn from past mistakes.
Yeah.
And create a virtual world that is truly equitable.
Yeah.
Ethical and beneficial to humanity.
So let's end on a positive note here.
Okay.
If the metaverse lives up to its potential, what kind of impact could it have on our lives?
Big question.
What does a truly successful metaverse look like?
Well, the possibilities are truly mind-boggling. Imagine a world where distance is no longer a barrier to collaboration.
Right.
Where education is immersive and engaging.
Yeah.
Where healthcare is accessible and personalized.
Wow.
The metaverse could revolutionize how we work, how we learn, how we connect with each other.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but it's also incredibly inspiring.
It is inspiring.
It feels like we're standing on the edge of a new frontier.
Yeah.
Full of possibilities and challenges.
And that's the beauty of it.
It is.
We're not just passive observers.
We get to shape it.
We have the opportunity to shape the metaverse into something truly extraordinary.
That's right.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
If the metaverse becomes as commonplace as the internet,
right,
what will be the biggest impact on your life, your work, your relationships?
It's something to ponder.
Yeah.
As you continue exploring this fascinating and rapidly evolving space.
And remember, the future of the metaverse is being shaped right now.
Right now.
So stay curious, stay informed.
Stay engaged.
And stay engaged. You might just be part of building this exciting new world.
You might be.
That's a wrap on another deep dive.
That's a wrap.
We hope you found this exploration of the metaverse informative and thought-provoking.
We did our best.
Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.